Alright, here it is. My survival series part 2. Are you still homeless? My first survival manual was on public lands. I did think that the humans thought that pushing people was fighting. And then I saw it happen in church shelters. I did the same thing in my teens, but then in my 30s I had my gun rights taken away. Third-party trusts are supposed to be opposite the government. Evil stepped in. I had this magical alien birth certificate and lots of things depleted. And yes, I am talking about your life before you reach the age of 36, because you become successful at that age, you never will. Some city residences, computers and robots with Tourette's, dinosaurs in the closet, virtual cars don't work. Humans are just humans, computers are computers. Now, how much do you think you made compared to your peers? You need to do your math for both your labor and your cash in whatever form it came in. But now, they have online ID portals and non-existent previous addresses, or existent. Restaurant and convenience store apps are useful, provide mini coupons. Airbnbs are your new city homes. But I seem to have a lien, so it's hard until you're 40, so that you can speak differently when under a principality, whatever may be their detriments or not. The maps were destroyed. Is this right? There is a Domino's red spot. Just, cutting myself because of divorce. Back up a bit. There are secret caches of weapon installments owned by the USA in Antarctica. The military bases are protected by guns and gates, but mostly empty inside. In 2024, it is the war of the future. Modern warfare. But I am telling you is that from my experience, and my closest experience was my brother, they don't until you're 36. In my opinion, you get HEB for some nice food, joke and a smoke if you're lucky, and Uber for taxi service. I do know what is going on, where's my horse trough? But I still need my ID. Find my audit number, it's listed under non-transgender surgery. And that is your basic string of human confused conversation. I was a security trained holy person, my brother was a sinning person, and you don't talk about those. So we both complained of the same things for the same number of years, so the reality is this. Even with a living family, you're slightly homeless. It was so wrong, a little world and more cool-ass skullcap gear. What is behind it? Invisible money, video games are way cooler. Sin is bad, dude. The old man was a drifter. Common anti-rush techniques. Name them whatever you want. Still moving to Austin, Farrakha. I moved to Killeen because of the heat wave. People died in mysterious ways or disappear or move. And the only proof you have is a missing piece of a red heart. North Texas was basically what it was until I showed up. They knew not what they did, but I come there and provide them with a really nice time and then finish my government work. Just to see some really shaky stuff and some scary words, combat turning into that. Sort of a bad world where they disabled you by the military and really heavy head hitting. When, what if, and it won't come to this, I had just taken out a gun, removed toes. Now instead of walking the line, not a good idea, because if you have a crying disorder, you want nothing to be declared. There may be emergency camping spots. You're supposed to go fishing there. Hiking, spend the day away until it's time to go to sleep. Shelters open at 2 p.m., homeless fences at 1 p.m., and everything opens at 3 p.m. casually. Just plan on staying until November 15th. If you have to report some kind of officer, you just no show up is the reason. In other words, don't talk that much. You are afforded 90 days and then a year away. So plan on this scheme if you're ever looking at any kind of homelessness. I may be saving you $250 to $750 with this advice. Clean Texas was okay, but due to climate change, it is not the cold gem of Texas it was thought to be. Just as when the lakeline and property in Texas was habitable, Clean's Maine has become uninhabitable in Michigan due to World War III, 15 years. RVO is a blur in one eye of a hard drug user, HDU, which is why my Bible goes on about low vision. Retinal detachment, hard drug user vision loss, not possibilities. Made worse by sci-fi losers. I'm not a proponent of hard drugs. I believe those things are actually the evil of the earth at this point. Get a druggie involved? Good thing I'm all this calm red skin, or I would freak out at their outbursts. Treat old women nicely because it is not all about the money for them. Lack of saving things. Terrorist. I'm not disabled at all. I'm super disabled. Manslaughter. PayPal died. Apple had risen. DoorDash is gone. And where is nice Anthony and his crew? Well, I'm still here, and so are they. But my peers, I'm surrounded by a disappearing world and immigrating one. And so my latest strategy is call Carl. Enough said. No, next time the trip must end. Bad trips have to end. There are too few people left around. One brain cell crew knows it, so understand it. There are always other sources to draw from. Hope in other worlds even. Time, hope, you can't give up. Time is on your side and you will see another day, another different day. All things come with time. And I have a feeling that I'm out, not striving anymore. I'm too old. I still have a crying disorder, and according to the Bible, men have failed, but King Anthony didn't. I have to stop the violence. It's just too much moving around. It's hell living with men. Looks can be deceiving. Maybe I can catch a ride at the DPS office, but I'm on a schedule now. I know this is crazy, but it is an instruction manual for ages 20 to 36. They were terrorists. I guess it's the Iraqis now. I mean, like, here, just have America. It's in the shape of a donut now. Maybe they're like the young center people, disabled. You found me here because they didn't know what they were going. We became the law to thee, which was actually just me the whole time blowing somewhere. Exactly to my front porch with orange weed. Thanks for the help, though. I know there were 4. But now 5. These had eyes. Those had eyes. I have plenty of surveys, so strive for more success. Life after people, the prophecy is complete. Don't download that, though. The 15-year encephalitis reprieve. I'm still that sad. I need a new Merry Christmas. My mother and niece are not coming back. No pill bottle barcodes or doctors that take Medicare cards. This has got to end by August 2nd. The pain is too great. Girlfriends are gone. There were men, but then these elephants came in and just trampled the whole thing. I'm always correct. They know not what they do. And now everything so south is dead. We don't have the right to rebel against our master by using our bodies in ways he forbids, but we did. And wall lighting should be sparse. And you think people live in Venezuela? You can now buy my complete Bible online for like $3 or something. Sad to see you go. Little children's eyes in a blink, they're gone, so please survive. Slave at a slave auction. Take that man responsibility. Comfort became a nightmare. The girls were always where they were and died. There are none left that I can even sense anymore. But like I said, seek it in different worlds. The terrorists get processed themselves. Downtown train depot park. The missing piece was weed. Weed demolition crews and business overseers. Weed now. Your Medicare card has replaced your Medicaid card has replaced your Medicare card. The men, they scream as they like, perverts. Then they legalize public sex. They are pricks and don't deserve it. Life, disease, just don't anymore. Forget it all. Two-faced frisbees. What did everybody keep looking at? No, my son, another corpse harvester. Just send all the criminals here so they can keep on terminating the others with work and gear and documents. The residents continue to cackle in into the night as they are slowly lifted back into their next roach hole or jail. And God made women after his own image. Emergency, $230 plus a tint. In other words, your old address might be your legal address. The polite thing to do is contact them and see if they can forward your mail. But bet on country shenanigans unless you're on business. Sort of gassed out. Condoms are for people with diseases, and further the LGBT, because the madness does not stop until you're the 1 month away from turning 40, known as confrontation. Back in there again, and I'm just going to flat out insult you. What if I just call you a faggot? How much did these guys want? Daddy's old pictures and music are gone. Sweep that concrete, boy. Then see how track phone pans out. Disabled everything. Stop doing drugs. The waters are too muddied. Otherwise, keep the text now number. Because they're crazy. World War III was about confusion. The human eye can only pick up 60 frames. If I'm moving at 320, I think they see a Hebrew Native American exactly. A Hebrew without a home is a rob of his race. And then this cop guy pops out. Now you have to wait for TXT to update. Military people are comfortable. But 4 years to recover from divorce, Big Boss and weeds should know their place. Just send me for a loop. Why don't I just not be around, and then you can make your judgments? No, you can change the address on your ID, but you must visit an office to get a new one, a new life. And if Native Americans believe in reciprocity, then I guess they just kill bears. The door is just closed. White people or Caucasian refers to quite a many races. That's why I was always asking, where's the power? Mine seems to be Irish, French, German. Jews and Ashkenazis aren't as rare as you think. But tell me this, experience is rare. I moved out of VA because wouldn't you want them to rebuild? So maybe avoid scams, whether or not I get every inheritance or some or none. $25 for a pack of cigarettes, and you laugh at God. Unfortunately for you, I think the Native Americans were a bit too promiscuous. Because I get around too much, and my documents look like someone gave somebody a cake. I would just enjoy that cake and blame it on the pain. White people are the smart ones, because what black means to me now is dead sin, or damaged skin. Chief of police not going to order me french fries. I'm kind of tired of being made fun of as the only heterosexual in the world. No water then, just sweat camping. Anyway, I'm going to keep going. I lost more friends because I want a good world, and I came back to a haunted library. Even though I know I'm not making one like this again, and I'm happy for my time of strife to be over with. But how many sinners are affected by the internet? The government misses things and is slow. If I had brain and cranial issues, would I not complain about it? Like I said, I do not know the effects of those drugs, and I do believe now that they do rely on technology in the city to function. Brain malfunction or decrease, whatever you want to make fun of their makeup, leads to both of these things being true. That God wanted an agrarian society. Either that or there are folks in the country that do a lot of drugs. You might have to check the Redfin again, see if you can survive in the city, which is a government coming soon to a store near you. Disassembled a Narcan bag today. I also did some pretty cute NA moves to exit the shelter. What am I going to do? I'll have to buy my books back to continue them. Exit a mortgage, my music is self-produced. The only thing next is to make albums that I sing on. Sing at church. Is it 15 years or 982 years? You decide how evil folks get. Maximum 1,250 years. It all depended on you. There are other cities out there that are good. But do remember this, military trumps all, and the civilians murder women and hurt children. A man killed theoretically his brother. Homeless, what about preparing and recognizing your situation? And this is just a 2-part series. I thought it was about making it 3, but It doesn't work like that these days, I guess. Part 3, the conclusion. Or the conclusion. Now, those places that you left are too dangerous to return to. You're age 40. Oh, no. You must stay. Hopefully you're in the country now and you rebuild. You can do it.